Hi students, this video is to help you add a second LED to a single LED greeting card here. Now what we can't do is just put two in a row in a series circuit. There's not enough voltage to do them in a row, but there is a trick. You can make two parallel circuits. So what we're going to have to do is make a second path before this LED and then rejoin after the second LED. So what we want to do is add in another piece of copper tape here. And so I'm going to add in a piece right about here. Make sure it's touching over here to this part. We want to make sure that the shorter end is on the right of this LED. And then we're going to have to finish that path, just like we did here, make sure there's a gap. We're going to finish the path and rejoin anywhere after the first LED. So I'm going to come in here and put some of this copper tape down. Make sure you're using the copper tape for this part. I'm going to make sure there's enough of a gap here. And then I'm going to try to make a turn here without breaking this, because every time we make a break, we got to do a fabric tape repair. So I'm going to see if I can get this to go up to and rejoin our circuit right about there. That's plenty. So I can cut that off. So we've got the pathways made, but now we need to do some connecting with that fabric tape. Now, we're going to need to connect in a few places. Just like we did for the first one, we need to connect the LED with the fabric tape. So I'm going to cut a couple of small pieces of fabric tape here. 1 and 2. And I'm going to carefully put those over. I'll zoom in here. I'll carefully put those so I'm connecting the LED to the copper tape there, and make sure the metal is touching the copper tape and the fabric tape is touching. I want to make sure there is definitely a gap here, so I'm going to cut off a little of that fabric tape, and that looks pretty good. But any point that there's a break in the tape, we also have to go over that with some fabric tape. So there's two places we have to reinforce, here and here, and anywhere else that you may have broken the tape. So I'm gonna put a little patch over right here and a little patch over this joint right here. So now, the electricity has two paths it can take. It can go the top route through the red or the bottom route through the green LED. And when I carefully close this, I can see that both LEDs are now lighting up. On, off, on, off. All right, hope that helps.